Well, today I want to talk about 10 words used to describe personality types. And if you ever visited 16personalities.com, probably you have some rough ideas about the general personality types. And if you go through a battery of questions, roughly 100 questions, you would figure out which personality type you belong to. Today, we're going to learn 10 words to describe various kinds of personality types. Okay, first is a word to describe a person who always think about oneself first. Think of oneself first, okay? That is, that person's attitude to life is simple, direct, and above board. Every decision that person makes is based on answer to one question: what's in it for me? If his or her selfishness, greed, and ruthless desire for self-advancement hurt other people, that's too bad. This is a tough world, Paul. Dog eat dog and all that. And I, for one, am going to be left behind. So what kind of personality is that? It's called egoist, me first. And if I'm going to use one word to explain that personality, it's going to be what? Egoist, me first, selfish. Okay, selfish. And let me talk about this word a little bit more to get you a better sense about the composition of that word based off word roots. Ego here. Okay. Ego here is a Latin word root for I. For I. Okay? Egoist. Egoist. And second, we're going to learn a word that is closely related to this word. And a lot of times people get confused about these two. And what is the difference? What is the difference? A lot of times people yell for answers. Okay? And the second word is to describe a person who is at the height of conceit. And we call that type of person what? Egotist. Egotist. Okay? E-G-O-T-I-S-T, as opposed to egoist. Egoist. E-G-O-I-S-T. Okay? Here, the word egotist is also based on the Latin root ego for I. Okay? So what is egotist? Egotist describes a personality that is almost always at the height of conceit. For example, now let's see, have you heard about all the money I'm making? Did I tell you all about my latest amorous conquest? Let me give you my opinion. I know because I'm an expert at practically everything. So that's a person who is very obsessed of oneself, especially one's own achievements. Egotist. So there's additional T here. E-G-O-T-I-S-T, as opposed to what? Egoist. E-G-O-I-S-T, without T there. So egoist means a selfish person. And to use very simple words to define egoist. And let's move on to the next one. Next personality is called, if I use a statement to describe, would be, let me help you. Let me help you. So that word is altruist. Altruist. A-L-T-R-U-I-S-T. A-L-T-R-U-I-S-T. If you belong to that personality type, then you have discovered the secret of true happiness. concerning yourself with the welfare of others. Well, there's a bit of downside to it. Never mind your own interests. How's the next fellow getting along? So all you think about is others, and you want to serve others at your own expense sometimes. And let's look at the word root of this word roots of this word. Right? So we have alter here, A-L-T. Yeah, it comes from this Latin root alter, right? meaning other. And we have a list of words. Later on, we will learn those words that are based on this Latin root. For example, simply alter means vary or change, V-A-R-Y, or change. Alteration, altercation. Okay? So alter, altruist, yeah, altruist, right? A-L-T-R-U-I-S-T. Word number 4. To use a phrase to describe this personality, it would be just leave me alone, leave me alone. So for example, like a chemist studying a colony of bacteria under microscope, you minutely examine your every thought, feeling, and action, probing with futile questions like, what do other people think of me? How do I look? And maybe I shouldn't have said that. These questions are your constant nagging companions, for you are unable to realize that other people do not spend as much time and energy analyzing you as you think. So what is that word? Well, introvert, I-N-T-R-O-V-E-R-T, introvert, I-N-T-R-O-V-E-R-T, introvert. Okay? And let me dissect this word by looking at the word roots that compose this word. So first is the part intro. Okay? Intro means what? Inward. So a lot of times you look inward, and vert here is from Latin root verto, right? Meaning to turn, verto. There are actually a couple word roots that begin with letter V, denoting, have a meaning of turn, right? Turn, V-O-L-V-O, Volvo, right? Volvo, revolution, involution, devolution. Okay? But that's another word root, and a list of word roots, a list of words that are based off another word root that have close meaning to verto, Okay, and let's continue to another word, and word number 5 here. Word number 5 is a antonym of word number 4, introvert, and probably you would guess, right? With intro, then probably we have what? Extro. We have extro. Extro, use a phrase to describe it is, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Okay? And the word for that is extrovert. Extrovert. E-X-T-R-O-V-E-R-T. Extrovert. E-X-T-R-O-V-E-R-T. And let me analyze this word using word roots like I did for the previous four words here. So first is extra, right? Extra meaning what? It comes from extro, means outward. And the second part of this word extrovert comes from Latin root verto again. Verto, V-E-R-T-O, meaning what? To turn. To turn. Right? So